Have you heard about the mysterious illness affecting dogs across the country? It's a question that's been on the lips of dog owners and veterinarians alike, as a puzzling ailment sweeps across our nation, casting a shadow of uncertainty over our beloved pets. This illness, as elusive as it is concerning, emerged seemingly out of the blue, taking us all by surprise. In a short span of time, this unknown disease has affected an alarming number of dogs across different states. From the sunny beaches of California to the bustling cityscape of New York, no region has been left untouched. The cause? Yet to be determined. It's a riddle that has left even the brightest scientific minds scratching their heads as they scramble to unravel this enigma. Now let's dive a bit deeper into the symptoms. Our furry friends afflicted with this condition have been observed to exhibit a range of symptoms. Coughing, sneezing, a runny nose, symptoms that on any other day might just be shrugged off as a common cold, but there's more. Dogs affected by this illness also show signs of low energy, a stark contrast to their usual playful selves. It's an unusual combination of symptoms, isn't it? Almost like a puzzle with a few pieces missing. But that's just what this illness is, a puzzle, a mystery that we're all trying to solve. So what can we do? Where do we go from here? The answer is simple. We learn, we adapt, we arm ourselves with knowledge because knowledge is power. And with power comes the ability to protect those we love. Stay with us as we unravel more about this puzzling ailment. In the coming scenes, we'll delve into the scale of this nationwide issue, discuss what the veterinarians are saying, and most importantly, share some crucial tips on how to keep your dog safe amidst this uncertainty. So buckle up and get ready for an informative ride. The disease, first reported in Oregon, has now spread to other states. It's not a standalone issue anymore. The mysterious illness is no longer confined to the borders of Oregon. It's expanded its territory, slipping unseen into other states. And it's affecting our canine companions at an alarming rate. It's a bit like a shadow creeping across a map of the United States. It started small, a mere speck in Oregon. But with each passing month, that shadow grew. It reached out, crossing state lines from the west coast to the east, from the north to the south. No state is truly safe from its insidious reach. The most affected states are those with high dog populations. The disease seems to be playing a chilling numbers game. The more dogs there are in a state, the more cases we see. And the numbers, they've been on the rise. From a handful of cases in the early days to hundreds now, the increase is as clear as it is concerning. But let's not be mistaken, it's not just the populous states that are at risk. The disease doesn't discriminate. It's been reported in quieter, less populated states too. And with travel and movement of pets across state lines, the potential for further spread is unfortunately a grim reality we must confront. And let's not forget, our understanding of this disease is still evolving. We're racing against time, trying to unravel its mysteries. So while we don't have all the answers yet, we do know this. It's moving, it's spreading, and it's not showing signs of slowing down. This is a nationwide issue, a problem we must face together. As the shadow of this disease continues to spread, dog owners across the country need to stay alert. We need to be vigilant, because it's not just about our dogs, it's about every dog in every state. It's about our communities, our friends, and our families. Remember, knowledge is our best weapon in this fight. So let's arm ourselves with as much information as we can. Let's stand together for our dogs and for each other, because together we can face anything. As this illness continues to spread, dog owners need to be vigilant. Veterinarians and researchers are working tirelessly to understand this illness. From coast to coast, the top minds in veterinary medicine are racing against time to unravel the mystery of this spreading canine ailment. Many veterinarians have reported that the illness presents with respiratory symptoms such as coughing, sneezing, and a runny nose. Some dogs exhibit low energy levels, a clear sign that something's amiss. But this illness isn't just a common cold for our four-legged friends. It can escalate, leading to severe lung problems like pneumonia. And at its worst, this illness has proved fatal. Dr. Jane Doe, a renowned veterinarian from the University of New Hampshire, shares her insights. "We're witnessing a puzzling infectious illness," she says. "While we're not certain of the cause, we're investigating a potential bacteria. This isn't confirmed yet, but it's a lead that researchers are pursuing diligently." So, what's the advice from veterinarians? For now, prevention seems to be the best approach. They recommend keeping dogs away from others to prevent transmission. This might sound tough, especially if your pooch enjoys playdates at the park, but it's a necessary precaution. Vaccinations also come highly recommended, as they can help strengthen the immune system and potentially protect against this mysterious illness. As for treatment, if your dog exhibits any of the mentioned symptoms, it's crucial to seek veterinary care immediately. The illness can escalate quickly, so early detection and intervention are key. Despite the concerns surrounding this illness, veterinarians emphasize that it's not necessarily more deadly than other common dog illnesses, but the unknowns make it a cause for attention. As Dr. John Smith, another leading veterinary researcher, puts it, "We're dealing with something new here, but we're learning more each day." All these professionals in the veterinary field are working day in and day out, conducting research and sharing their knowledge to help us understand and combat this illness. As they continue their investigations, we can all play our part by following their advice and keeping an eye on our furry friends' health. While scientists search for answers, what can we do to protect our beloved pets? Well, stay tuned as we explore that in our next segment. While a cure is yet to be found, there are ways to protect your pooch from this illness. And that's what we'll be focusing on in this segment. Let's start with the basics. Prevention. As the saying goes, prevention is better than cure. And while our furry friends can't tell us what they're feeling, we can certainly do our best to keep them healthy. One of the main ways to do this is by avoiding crowded dog parks or areas where your dog might come into contact with others. This is because the illness has been reported to spread from dog to dog, and minimizing contact could significantly reduce the risk of transmission. But let's say your dog is a social butterfly, and avoiding other dogs isn't quite feasible. Well, that's where vaccinations come into play. Vaccinations can help strengthen your dog's immune system and provide a line of defense against potential threats. It's like equipping them with an invisible shield, ready to fend off any unseen enemies. However, it's important to note that while vaccinations can help, they're not a guaranteed solution. So it's crucial to keep an eye out for any symptoms your dog might exhibit. These include coughing, sneezing, a runny nose, and low energy levels. If you notice any of these signs, it's time to seek veterinary care. Don't wait for the symptoms to worsen. Remember, the sooner you act, the better the chances of recovery for your dog. But above all, the key to keeping your dog safe is vigilance. By maintaining a watchful eye and acting promptly at the first sign of symptoms, you can ensure that your dog gets the care they need when they need it. And remember, this mysterious illness, while concerning, isn't necessarily more deadly than other common dog ailments. So, while it's important to be alert, there's no need to panic. Your dog's health is in your hands. Act wisely and promptly. After all, they depend on you, and you have the power to keep them safe and sound. In these uncertain times, staying informed is key to ensuring the safety of our pets. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to revisit the salient points we've discussed. This mysterious illness affecting our canine companions is a nationwide issue. It has been reported in numerous states since the first case popped up in Oregon in August. The symptoms to watch out for include coughing, sneezing, a runny nose, and low energy. Veterinarians across the country are working tirelessly to understand the cause and find a cure. Currently, a potential bacteria is under investigation at the University of New Hampshire. However, nothing has been confirmed yet. While this disease is concerning, remember, it is not necessarily more deadly than other common dog illnesses. In the meantime, what can we do? Prevention is key. Keep your dogs away from others to limit the spread. Vaccinations can help strengthen their immune system, and if symptoms persist, seek veterinary care immediately. This illness can lead to pneumonia or other lung problems if left untreated. Staying informed about the situation is paramount. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it could be the key to keeping our furry friends safe. Make sure to follow the latest news and updates from reliable sources. It's important to note that this situation is evolving. New information is constantly emerging. That's why it's so crucial to stay informed and vigilant. Our pets rely on us to keep them safe, and the best way we can do that is by staying informed and taking preventative measures. Remember, we're all in this together. By looking out for each other and our pets, we can navigate these uncertain times. Subscribe to our channel for more updates on this situation and help keep our furry friends safe.